Hello, everybody. This is Kathy, and thank you for stopping by my channel. I do appreciate you. Today I'm here with number 19 in the 100-day challenge, and today I'll be making some one of these little charms that I've created. Now, this is not my own design. I learned this from taking a class with Robin Dudley Howes. She's a wonderful teacher. She's got some really interesting online classes. If you go to the artsybohemian.com, you'll find them. And I've changed this up just a bit. So let's get started. Let me say right off the bat, I'm not a jewelry maker. I don't pretend to be, and I don't play one on YouTube. This is me trying to create it the best that I can from what I learned on Robin's channel. So here I go. First thing you need is this plastic tubing. Now, you get this from an aquarium shop. You can get this at Walmart. I got this on Amazon. Unfortunately, it comes in like 20 feet packets, but that's okay. I've had this for a while. This is the first time I'm trying to use it. I took Robin's class a long time ago, but let's see what we do. So you need that. You'll also need some jewelry tools. These are flat nose pliers. These are a little round one. I don't know what you call them. Whoop, let me get under the... Need that, and some wire cutters. You're going to need a ruler, and you're also going to need a knife, something to cut on, and you're going to need some wire. And in this case, it's 18 to 20 gauge wire. This is, I believe this is 20 gauge wire. You're going to need, if you make two, you'll need 15 inches. I'm making one, so I'm going to be using probably about 9 inches. It's just a little easier for me if I make it longer than what was suggested to me in Robin's class. So I'm going to need 9 inches of this wire. When you buy it, you have to buy the soft, what's it called? Soft, let's see. Dead soft, it's called. Don't get the medium, you have to get the dead soft, otherwise it gets too hard to use. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of this plastic, and I'm cutting it about an inch long. And you can use a cutter. I'm going to use scissors. And so I have something that looks like that. I forgot to tell you, what you also need is some book page to put in the center. You can either use book page. On this one, I use lace. On this one, I used a piece of tea-dyed paper. And the flimsier, the better. Okay? So we have this. Now we're going to cut our wire. And as I said, I'm going to do mine probably about 8 or 9 inches. It's just easier for me. going to cut it right about here. Okay. You want to make sure your wire's straight. If you're new to using wire, the more you touch it, the harder it gets. Now I'm going to cut a piece of book page, and mine's been treated with, what's it called? Clear glaze, triple thick. I just do that to my book pages. But what you want to do, you want to cut a piece that's the same height as your tube. So my tube was about 1.25 inches. So I'm going to cut my paper 1.25 inches and 1 inch wide. Just like that. Now, the first thing we're going to do is take our tube, take our book page, and you can use a toothpick for this. I'm just going to use my fingers. And you roll it up as small as you possibly can. Try not to crease it too much. Just roll it. Just like that. Slip it into your tube. And if it's too long like this is, I'm going to be cutting off the edge because you don't want it to stick out of your tube. Okay. Now I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to stick my wire right through the center of the paper that I rolled up, just like that. Then I want to take my plastic tube and put it in the center of the wire. Now I'm not going to measure this. I'm just going to guesstimate it, just like that. Next thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to take these round pliers, round nose pliers, and I'm going to grab one end, just like that, and fold over one side of the wire, just like that. I'm going to take it to the other end, and what I want to try to do when I bend this side, I want to leave a little bit of leeway, probably 1/16 of an inch on either side, so there's a little bit of give. That's probably a little too much, just like that. And I'm going to bend, wait. Wait. And I'm going to bend this the opposite way. So when I'm done, I have something that looks like this. And I have a little bit of wiggle room in between, right there and right there. Okay? The next thing, I'm going to take my round nose pliers. I'm going to place them right where I've bended it. So right there. I'm going to do it this way. Right there. Okay? Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this. Whoop, I'm going the wrong way. I want to do it like this. Take this, going to wrap it around toward, whoops, let me go back. I want to know what size eyelet I want. So if I want a bigger eyelet, I'm going to place the wire closer to the end. And that is what I'm going to do. Whoops. What I did when I did that is I've moved it a little bit too much. Okay. So I'm going to take it like this. And I'm going to wrap it around toward me to make one full revolution. Just like that. So I have an eye that looks like this. And I have not perfected this, as I said. I'm just going along. This side, I'm going to do the exact same thing. And putting my pliers in, making it go around one complete revolution. And here's where I check to see if the eyes are around the same size. Let me wrap this around. There we go. And you notice that I'm doing one side at a time, then going to the other side. That's what you want to do. This time, I'm going to change what I'm using, and I'm going to use the pliers. I'm going to grip down on the eye. And then I'm going to continue wrapping the wire, holding the end to do so. And whoops, wrong way. Each time I turn the wire, the next piece of wire goes under the previous wire, not on top of it. I'm going to do the same thing here. Take it by the end, wrap it, and wrap it right under wire. Change the ends again. Now as we get closer to the tube, I'm going to wrap it onto the tube very loosely. If you hold it up here, it's going to be hard. But if you hold it at the end and wrap it, see how I'm using my finger to kind of guide it into place? That's what you need to do. I'm going to go back to the other side. Wrap it. Begin to go on to the tube. Wrap it. And I'm putting each subsequent wire underneath the previous loop. Go back on this side. I'm going to make this a little tighter. Just like that. Now, I'm going to take this final little piece that's sticking up. I'm going to try to mash it down as much as I can without breaking anything so that it doesn't stick up and pinch somebody. Just like that. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just like that. And there you have it. They're easy to make. You have to try them out a little. I tried, out several. As you can see, they're all different. I ended up using a longer piece of wire, which made it easier for me. And what you can do at the end, you can add little charms. using a jump ring, or use just a pin. Now I did make one other one. I'll show it to you. It's kind of ugly. But I'll show it to you anyway. I tried to put this little tulip thing on top. It might work out if I put some pieces of material and chains and things there, but I didn't like that too much. I really like the ones with the book page. I'm not fond of the ones with the lace, but they're okay. Anyway, let's make one more, and then it'll be your turn. An inch, let's make it 1.5 inches. The only thing I don't like is how these bend, probably because it's been bending, been in the package for so long. Let's see, what do I have? Okay, so this is 1.5 inches, so I need 1.5 inches of this. Let me go up here. Okay, 1.5 inches. And by 1 inch. We have a little piece like this. I'm gonna roll it up. Remember, made it as tall as the tube is high. Rolled it up. Can use a toothpick if that's easier for you. Put it into the tube. Okay, take a piece of wire. Where's my wire? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in, bring it out the other side, kind of guesstimate. It's around 6 inches. Okay. So I know I'm using a lot more wire than I need, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going to take my round nose pliers, go up to the end of the tube, and fold it down. Whoops. Go to the other end and fold it up. So I have something that looks like this. Now that's too much play, so I'm going to do this again. Okay, that's better. Take this, put it right where it meets. I'm going to wrap it around, move it so I can see, and one full revolution. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to hold it in here. I just think I probably didn't understand her directions before. Making sure that I'm making the eye, putting the wire at the same location as I did the first one. Wrapping it around. Move my my pliers rather, and make one full revolution. Just like that. Kind of play with it a little bit. Now I'm going to take my pliers. I'm going to hold the eye, and I'm going to wrap one side at a time. This side, hold it, and I'm going to wrap. And because I didn't leave a lot of gap, my eye is actually going down into the tube. It'll all work out. It'll work out. Okay, now I'm going to start again, wrapping onto the tube, and this time I'm going to wrap a bit more onto the tube. Other side. Pull that out and finagle it. Grab it and wrap it. Other side. Keep alternating sides. Probably not alternating as much as I should, but take the pliers, gently put down the end of the wire, like that. And the same on this side. There you have it. Easy peasy. This one isn't the best, but let me see if I can pull this out. There we go. Okay. So there you have it. See how easy they are? And as you go through, you can perfect them. I've also tried putting some cloth inside. I didn't have any wide enough. I think that would be pretty to make it like bohemian colors. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you try them. They're really fun. You all have a great one. Bye.